drift into the load test bed for vintage tractors, gents. Before the era of modern blocks, what did the masters of the field use to tear through the earth? Today we are scrutinizing the most primitive precision-machined blocks, from the Fordson tractor configurations cast in 1919 to the Holt Caterpillar units that marked the end of animal traction. Witness everything from violent crawlers and combine harvesters to massive steam blocks spitting exhaust. Every machine is saturated with fatigue resistance, extracting the absolute maximum output from the engineers of the soil. Root yourselves in the test bed. We are measuring the stubbornness of steel right now. When measuring load, never overlook the blocks that paved the way for mechanization. The 1919 Fordson block was forged directly for the mass production line, setting parameters that crushed the cost of farming. Following that, the 1910s Holt Caterpillar and the IHC Mogul 10-20 unleashed a relentless torque that shredded through sinking mud. By 1941, the rotopepped tracks even converted rubber tires into semi-track systems, pushing traction to its peak while neutralizing ground pressure. These blocks crawl slowly, but their mechanical compression kills 10,000 horses. From which coordinate are you watching these exhaust-spitting beasts? Drop a comment for the crew to exchange workshop specs. Mechanized load testing must include the versatile, grain-devouring blocks. Look at the Massey Harris Super 26 from the late 1940s. It swallowed the entire reaping and threshing process in a single linear cycle, suffocating time wastage. By 1960, the Massey Ferguson 31 was locked in a compact blueprint utilizing a diesel block to squeeze out fuel efficiency for small-scale agricultural workshops. Following suit were the Polish Vistula KZB3B and the Japanese Yanmar TC1210, both anchoring the metallurgical fatigue resistance of the harvest. Minimalist designs, easy disassembly for maintenance, but with eternal structural rigidity. Watching them toil, any workshop mechanic would respect the machining specs of the last century. Discard the factory blueprints. The backyard resilience of custom welded rigs is what truly hammers the eardrums. Look at Eddie, who used third-grade knowledge to forge a successful soybean harvester in 1978. After 4 years of stress testing that scrap metal beast, devoured and crushed crops with precision tolerances. In Poland, master mechanic Antony Sakura modified a harvester block from a 15-horsepower IHC engine, stuffed it in a Lublin 51 heavy-duty gearbox, and clamped it to a Star 28 rear axle back in the 70s. Then there are the hay balers, using primitive hydraulic power takeoffs, PTO, to anchor the haylofts for small farms. These are steely parameters, exposing the fatigue resistance and the raw brain power of a true disassembly specialist. For small-scale, load-measuring, handheld mechanized blocks, crush every obstacle. Scrutinize the cultivator, powered by an IHC block cast in 1918. It ousted animal labor, marking the early mechanized load test era. The 1910s spry-wheel garden tractor featured a crude configuration, requiring a violent hand crank of the flywheel to ignite. Or the 1940s Vaughan flex tread, harboring stubborn fatigue resistance and carrying extreme loads for tilling. Reaching the modern age, the BCS 853 walk-behind tractor, clamped to a 13-horsepower Honda engine, stress tests the hay baler attachment, discharging perfect bales in exactly 1 minute. Machining tolerances lock in the grit, exhausting the time needed for cultivation. We close the load test session with the pressure release sonic waves of locomotives and steam blocks. Looming before us is the late 19th century Port Huron, carrying the load of plowing and hammering out threshing rhythms with eternal torque. The test bed also hoists the Nickel Plate Road 765 locomotive, a metallurgical mass cast in 1944 by the Lima Locomotive Works, hauling ultra-heavy freight at high-speed RPMs. From scaled-down case steam tractors to massive haulers, the linear rhythm of the connecting rods and pistons, saturated with steam pressure, delivers a relentless beat. These ultra-heavy blocks, spitting plumes of exhaust, tear through the workshop to lock in their twisting power. Forcing these machines into the modern era is how we cement the parameters of eternal machining.